Additional Secretary EFST, Member Secretary Buddhaprakash Garu, and Member Mila Jaydev Garu, and Environmental Engineer Raghu Garki. Hartika Subhakankshalu on World Environment Day. As we all know, this World Environment Day started in way back in 1973. After the first Stockholm Conference on Human and Environment in 1972. Last 5 decades has seen this particular World Environment Day as a global platform for exchange of research findings, for evolving policy guidelines, and for extending number of activities under this particular World Environment Day banner. And today, as we see the focal theme of this particular World Environment Day 2024, on land degradation, land restoration, degradation and desertification and resilience. So what are the activities that we can think of as a technologies and the researchers and as academicians, and more importantly as a policy maker and government this thing. And we face an intensification of 3 planetary crises as we observe. Most of us have seen the climate change as one of the crises, and nature and biodiversity loss is another crisis, and the third important is on pollution and waste, where the statutory body of the government of Telangana, we have Pollution Control Board. So according to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, as per the report, they say 40% of the planet's land is degraded, and affecting to the half of the global population and also half of the global GDP. And another aspect is, since 2000 onwards, we have seen degradation or loss of land as by 29%, which is increasing. And if we don't give any importance, or rather if we don't take any urgent action about this land degradation and improving the restoration process, we are afraid that most of the land may be affected, and it may be as a degraded land by 2050. 2/3 of the land may be under land degraded by 2050 globally. And the main significant environmental challenges where we are facing at the national level or the state level are depletion of water resources, in the surface water or the groundwater, in the lakes and the water bodies, and deforestation and loss of biodiversity, and species extinction in some cases, and air and water pollution. And another one is because of the urbanization, waste management in urban areas. Rapid urbanization is leading to the construction and waste management and all. So these are the main challenges that we are facing today, and which are also contributing to the land degradation and desertification and drought resilience part. So there has never been a more urgent need to revive this particular issue and revive damaged ecosystems than now. And as we have lost too much of planet's resources, this is the time to step up forward, intervene with the scientists or the technological interventions which are able to guide us in restoring the land and making it as a sustainable development for the entire globe or the planet. And what are for the effective implementation, I feel as I'm representing academia, there should be some pairing of the participations from the government and the scientists and the researchers in evolving policy guidelines. And major guidelines can be on collaborative efforts. So how best we can restore the land that has been degraded, or how best we can arrest desertification, or bring out the drought as making the land sustainable. So in terms of collaborative efforts, like bringing the scientific knowledge or the technologies that are able to guide us. In the morning, just now we have seen our agriculture university has demonstrated organic dyes and all. So when we go with the academia or the researchers or the research institutions, we can tap the knowledge that is available at the closed rooms. Like. So making them as a technology enabling centers in addressing these issues like degradation, desertification and drought. So what are the technologies that are available? As we all know that India stood almost on par with any of the developed nations in terms of space technology. And we know the ample application space technology provides in addressing the today's focal theme, that is degradation or restoration or fraud. So we have space-based technologies, modeling part especially, or the quantum computing, and the latest technologies are whatever we have, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So using all these things, like we can come out, or rather we can evolve a science, technology and innovation policy framework. And I'm sure the member secretary and the principal secretary will take it forward by framing a guidelines for the government of Telangana, evolving STI policy and making it as the best state in the country and global. And that is what I feel like coming from the academia. The research that is taking place in the institutions or the organizations should be brought to the implementation level. And number of technologies are available which can aid us in restoring the land that has been affected, or the identifying biodiversity spots, hotspots, and what are the endangered species and all. So these things can help us in evolving the issues, and more importantly, education and awareness. As we are meeting on the World Environment Day, there should be as a regular practice. Right? So understanding what are the technologies that are available, reviewing them, implementing them, and accessing them and assessing them. So these things will help us in evolving the SDA policy framework for the government of Telangana. And as we are the signatory of the SDG 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, being India as one of the signatories and states are part of it, we need to give our voluntary disclosures and all. So I feel on this occasion, if we can evolve a particular SDA policy framework for the theme that has been given by the UN on this World Environment. So another one is, the most important thing is funding and interdisciplinary research. Funding as a long-term strategy, like whatever the funding projects we have, 2 years or 3 years, let us make it as a strategically on a long-term basis, so that we will have an idea where the research outcomes have given a substantial outcome and deliverables that we have foreseen in the particular proposals. So with this, whatever I feel is the policy deployment level and advocacy is important on this particular World Environment Day to mainly see the theme that is being defined by the UN, and how best we can take it forward. So at the end, I wish to say that we are the first generation probably to see the impacts of our own activities, and if we don't attend, or rather if we don't make any attempt, we could be the last generation too on the planet, which we have only one Earth as livable, and we are the only generation like where we can take the steps to make this land, or rather planet, as a livable and sustainable. On this occasion, I thank the Pollution Control Board for giving me this opportunity, and I wish you all happy and sustainable and safe environment in future. For future generations.